Hey team, what's going on? Today we're talking about getting, as the title says, consistent clients every single week. Stay through to the end of today's training if you would like to know where to go, if you want some help implementing today's training and installing all three parts that we're going to be talking about. And if you're here live, comment live. If you're here watching the replay, then comment replay. Always love saying hi to you guys as well. You guys, you replay watchers, are just as important to me as the folks here who show up live for these as well. So hope your Tuesday is going well. Profit and freedom. Let's hop in. Let's talk about the journey and kind of recap when it comes to starting to get some clients and revenue flowing in, and then also what it takes to actually getting to having consistent clients every single, month to start, and then week, and what happens when you get that right. So, when I think back to the beginning of my journey, and for many of you guys, when we chat, a lot of you are below 5K or have had a month or two higher than 5K, but mostly hover in that 3 to 5K range. And so when you first start out, it's all about getting your first couple clients, right? And then you kind of realize that even with those first few, that you've hit your first revenue goal, you had your first 5K month, now what? And I know when I hit my first 5K month, it was great. And even like, 4,800, 5,500, and so on, it was really hard for me to get outside of that. Once I did, everything got easier, but it took the better part of a year to get beyond 5K. It took way longer than I'm, proud to state, but it's the truth. And so first you get your first couple clients in and you have your first 5K month. I think that the journey and what should happen next is that what should happen next is your first 5K week. Once you have a 5K week, it's all about having a 5K day. It's what I want to help you to get to here in 2022. And so if you're ready for that, then comment ready and let's hop in. What's great about the differences is there's more similarities in getting your first couple clients and getting clients signing up every week or even every day. There's more similarities there than differences. All it's about is condensing the timeline in which it happens. And there are 3 areas in which you need to dial that in, which we're going to talk about here in a second. Once you collapse that time frame, you're doing the same actions to get those first 3 to 5 as you are to get to 5K a month, 5K a week, and even 5K a day. You just have better systems and processes. What a lot of coaches do when they, when it comes to like the mistakes, is they do too much way too soon. So let's talk about mistake number 1 is doing the too much part. A lot of you guys that I chat with every single week are on just about every single social platform. And let me know if this is you. Better to just admit it and face the facts and get the help you need than to feel alone or to not be doing the right things, right? So what I often hear is that we are on all the social platforms. We're on Instagram, and then inside of there, you're doing stories and feed posts and reels. And then you're on Facebook, and you have a Facebook group and a Facebook page. And then you're also on TikTok, and you're on YouTube. And dude, when I first found Gary V a couple years back and the micro content and the jab, 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 right hooks up, that's when I found him, as right after Crush It. And then right when jab, 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 right hook came out, that's when he kind of blew up from my perspective here in the world, right? This was 2013, 2014. And I thought it was brilliant. I thought that like that was the thing you do, right? You go and make a bunch of micro content and you get all the business in the world. And what I found is that when I made all the content, not only did I not have any time left, but I didn't have any money. I didn't have any leads. And so a lot of you guys are doing all the social media things, but also don't have any time, leads, or clients to show for it. Who is that? Like let me know here in the chat. Even if you're watching the replay, just identify yourself. Let's get you the right trainings and resources here in Profit and Freedom to get you there. And if you're watching this on my site or on YouTube, then comment group or find the link on my website to join, or send me a message with the word group and I'll get you in. Second big mistake is that you're doing the advanced strategies way too soon. And I only know this because I'm just as guilty when I was starting out. I was looking at what all the other coaches were doing. When I first got in to this space, high ticket coaching wasn't a common word, and webinars were the thing. It wasn't challenges or groups or TikTok like it is right now. Everyone was doing webinars. And when I started, I got sold by another coach that webinars was the way, but I didn't have an audience. I didn't even have a freaking offer. And so here I was trying to make a webinar happen and a podcast happen and a website happen, but no clients and no offer to show for it. And so maybe you're like me and you're doing the advanced strategies too soon right now. And that's frustrating because before any of that can work, anything that you're working on, you go and layer something else into it. And so now the results are going to diminish from that. And it's almost like it works, things work so good that you stop doing it. This is really all about fundamentals, guys. And so when we stick to the fundamentals, we don't hit these two mistakes. Again, mistake number one, doing too much. Mistake number two, doing too much too soon, especially the advanced stuff way too soon. I feel like I'm a broken record, so forgive me if I am, but it's only because I feel like you guys need to hear this. You got to do the right things in the right order at the right time and for enough time in order to hit your revenue goals. I know that's a very high level macro overview, but it's exactly what it is. It's the fundamentals that we have to commit to in order to make this right. So those are the mistakes. Let's now talk about what we want to do to get this right and what life looks like when you get this right. The first piece to making this happen is, and what I want for you is I want for you to do enough in your business to have the amount of leads and sales that you desire. There's no point in, if you're happy at 15K a month, like who am I to tell you not to be? But also, like, why be doing 60K's worth of work, right? So the first thing we need to do is enough to have the leads and sales that you desire. So like when you're just starting out, you don't need to be running ads. You just need your first 3 to 5 clients. And then you need to have your first month where you have 3 to 5 clients signed up. And you don't need lives. You don't need TikTok. You don't need reels. You don't need webinars. You don't need Facebook groups to do any of that. That's the good news. You're going to save a bunch of time. Second is to double down on what's already working and to do more of it. There are aspects of what you're doing right now and getting your first 3 to 5 clients or having your first 5K month that are going to be elements of what you do to have a 5K week or a 5K day. But if you don't double down and make what's working long lasting and work even better, it makes it really hard to layer anything else in. And you kind of fall back into this conundrum of you're doing all of these things, but nothing's working well. Who can relate with that? Who is hearing this and is like, wow, Jay, you're talking to me right now? Because I know from the conversations over the last 60 to 90 days that this is a lot of you guys, and I want to help you out of it. And I want to make sure that you know what to do and when so that you can get out of there with the least amount of struggles possible and to wind up on the other side. So let's draw this out together and let's do a little traffic light analysis to see where you need the most help, where you're stuck, and where it's just like really working right now so that you can see it for yourself and so that you have a way to identify what to do next. Is that cool with you guys? Let's hop in and let's make this happen. Okay. So again, today we're talking the entirety about getting clients signed up consistently and the 3 things that you got to do to make it happen. In most of the models that we teach here in Profit and Freedom, what's that bottom piece? It's usually offer, right? Or program. In today's model, it's a little different. And so this is assuming you've already decided and committed to being a coach and you've already had a minimum of 1 client in. You're going to need to get these 3 things dialed in next, and is what needs to be on your radar. And if you're already beyond that, you're having 5, 10K months, there's the next level to these things that we have to dial in order to get right. And this is structured in a different way that might get you thinking and some ideas for what to actually do to get this going. The first thing that we have to start focusing in on and to get really right is down here at the bottom. And it's attention. Keep in mind that 2 things, that everything you do on social media, that it should be with the intent of getting eyeballs on you and your offer and your program and on getting you leads. I think that's one of the biggest things that a lot of social media gurus these days kind of don't really hit on the head. And correct me if I'm wrong. Like, when I did the Gary Vee stuff, and even when you listen to Gary, it's like, posting online, doing all of that. But like, at what point in time does the lead gen come in? At what point in time do we take the eyeballs and turn that into revenue? And I don't think that you should be, and I don't think it's a good path to do a bunch of goodwill posting and a bunch of goodwill sharing of your content out in the world and not asking for that. Everything should have a little bit of an invitation. The first thing we have to get down is attention. At the cost of potentially a few of you guys getting distracted and layering in something else that isn't conducive for where you're at right now. Like, I think that the best place to be getting attention right now is through video, like live video and an anything in repeatable video. Like, I'm a big fan right now of reels. I'm not a big fan of just doing them to get views and to feel good about myself, though. I'm into doing them to get leads and sales. And they're like all not that good. So it begs the question of how do you get the attention, right? This bottom piece right here we have to dial in first is attention. Second thing that we have to do once we get attention and eyeballs flowing our way, the right ones that are becoming leads, is the next thing that we want to do and that we really have to get in right is our program. It's our program or it's the service that you're delivering, right? And this is all about like once someone does sign up with you, like what results do you give them? And it's also like partially the invitation, the offer that you're inviting people to join you in it. And so I see a lot of people get the pricing on this wrong. Usually it's way too low. I think that if you believe that you can get people to sign up for a 50K thing, even if you're brand new, then you probably can because you believe it. But I think what's worse, a lot of people believe that people will only sign up if it's cheap or if it's cheaper than other stuff. And I think that's just one of the biggest limiting beliefs that you can fall into. So we got your program right. This is how you deliver. This is how you get your clients result. That consistency is a part of this, right? Without getting your clients consistent results, you're going to end up with a bad reputation and end up as a coach that people just don't go with. Is this making sense so far? The next piece that we got to get, and this is probably more of the mindset here than anything else, but a lot of you guys are going to think money. I want you to think mindset here because this is what's holding you back from the money actually coming, and that's deals. You got to have deals. And what I mean partially by deals is like, there's cash flow, but there's also deal flow. The cash flow is going to come as a result of the deal flow and having the right offer and getting the attention from the right people. It's a whole little ecosystem here that we're talking about. And so when I say deals, you need to be in the mindset and in the frame that you're looking for and that you're going to turn prospects into warm leads and that you're going to warm them up to hot and that you are going to close them into your program. This means that you wake up in your working day with the intention that you're going to go and land some clients. And too many of you are waking up every single day and not holding that in your mind and in your heart. I don't know what you're showing up for if that's not the case. I know we want to make an impact, but if you don't charge and charge appropriately, you cannot get people to take you serious enough. And that's only something you can learn from doing this for years and failing like me. And so when we get all three of these pieces right, it makes it really simple, not easy to be getting clients. Now, just seeing that diagram as one piece, let's now take it to the next level and identify which of these areas needs the most love from you as soon as possible. So I assume you have this drawn out. If not, take a simple napkin out and get this drawn so you can get familiar with it. And then I want you to ask yourself, when it comes to any of these, are you red, meaning stuck, maybe slowing down, probably more than anything? Are you yellow? Things are working okay. Maybe they're kind of starting to fall into a little bit of a decline. Can you guys see the yellow? Okay, great. And then green, it's like, hey, this is solid. This is good to go. And everything's working well here. I learned this from two coaches. It's called traffic lighting your business. And I want you to apply that traffic light idea here. When we think of a traffic light, it controls traffic. It can flow. It controls energy. You focus on one of these parts more than the others, you're going to end up with an imbalanced system. It's like only working out your left leg. You're going to be able to run really fast in a circle, not necessarily straight, right? So what is it for you? Attention. I want you to drop these in the comments. Are you feeling red, yellow, or green? And I mean that, do you have like enough eyeballs to be getting 3 to 5 clients every month, or do you have enough eyeballs to be hitting your revenue goals, whatever those are right now? How are you feeling on attention? Are you feeling red? Are you feeling yellow? You're feeling green. Green is, hey, everything's good to go here. Yellow is like, hey, things are kind of stuck, maybe trending a little downward. Red is like, hey, alert, this needs some help. Do you have enough attention? Then we're going to make our way over here to program. When it comes to your offer and it comes to delivering results to your clients or thinking about delivering results to your first or your next couple clients, are things red, yellow, or green? And a lot of mistakes that I see being made around this is like, you want to go make a whole course or coaching program before you get clients in. We don't do that here in the Profit and Freedom and the Get Clients world. If you know me, we don't do that. We only build something once the customers have paid. This is way more important when you're just starting out, equally as important as you grow, as you make more offers or you add things on your program. You get paid to build. You don't make something and then think that because you make it, they will come. That's just that's a movie quote that's for the movies, not for your coaching business. Is this making sense, team? Next, let's traffic light your deals. An indicator of red would be that you don't have a CRM and don't know what a CRM is. Yellow is things are kind of inconsistent. Green is you have enough clients every single day, week, or month, and that you're managing your pipeline and that you're turning prospects to warm and hot. Now, at the beginning of this, I mentioned that if you want to know where to go to get some help installing this mindset, these frameworks, and these systems and tools into your business, that I had something for you. And so right now, I'm looking for just 5 more coaches this month who need to fit this criteria. Number one, you're an existing coach or a service provider. This stuff works just as good, if not better, for service providers, like online services and things like that, marketing services. Second is you have an offer worth at least $2,000. Third, you have room for 3 to 5 new clients starting in the next 21 days. Fourth, you're cool and coachable. And lastly, possibly most importantly, is that you can keep a secret. If that's you and you're ready to be getting clients more consistently and tired of these one-off clients here and there, as big of a blessing as they are and as awesome as they are, if that's you, to comment the word clients in all caps wherever you're watching this. And if you're watching this on my website, no need to take action. Just hit the button below and start a new chat with me over on Messenger. And we can have a quick chat to see where you're up to and what's possible for you. So guys, this is the model. And this is what we need to dial in and to get right in order to be building your business in 2022, in order to get to consistent clients here in 2022. So I want to know from you, what was your biggest insight or takeaway from this? Leave it in the chat right now. Leave it so that, number one, it will ingrain further here with you. And also leave it so that as other people are watching this, they're going to see your comments in here and maybe see a takeaway that you had, an aha moment that maybe they didn't. And it will either cause them to restart the video and to check it out, or they can say, oh, wow, I didn't think of it that way. Half of learning is teaching. So this is a great way to just, implement that and start to do that here while you're watching this. The truth is that everything changes in your business when you commit to the fundamentals. Nothing that we talked here was revolutionary or game changing. And that's the truth when it comes to an online business, is that it's already been invented. You don't have to go and reinvent the wheel. And you also don't have to go do everything under the sun. Commit to the fundamentals and execute the right thing for the stage that you're at. This also means doubling down on what's working and resisting the urge at all costs to be copying what others are doing, what I'm doing, what any other guru person is doing in business and in life, and to stay true to you and to doing the right things at the right stage, at the right time, and for enough time. You do all of this and you'll be on the path to consistent clients signing up every single week. If you'd like some help implementing this, then comment the word clients or hit the button below and start a chat with me, and let's see what's possible for you.